Today, I was revisiting a conversation between Einstein and Tagore in 1930. As you know, Einstein was a naive realist, and Tagore was a non dualist. So they came from different worlds. Physicalist, one, and a person totally embedded in the spiritual world, two. That is Tagore. So, in that conversation, Tagore made a statement. He said, reality is known as truth, it is felt as beauty. Of course, anyone who's familiar with the Vedantic expression, Mahavakya as it's called, Sat-Chit-Ananda, knows what Tagore was speaking about. But let me elaborate a little bit here for our general layman's audience who may not be familiar with these ideas. Reality is known as truth, it is felt as beauty. So, truth is not merely a statement that corresponds to fact, it is not simply the accuracy of thought, the correctness of a doctrine, or the reliability of perception. Truth, in its deeper sense, is that which cannot be otherwise. It is the self-luminous nature of existence itself, prior to interpretation, prior to belief, prior even to the one who says, I know. Beauty is not merely what pleases the senses. It is not limited to proportion, color, form, music, or fragrance. Beauty is the felt radiance of truth, when reality is encountered not as an idea, but as presence. It shines as beauty. Truth is the essence, beauty is its fragrance. The mind seeks truth through distinction. It asks what is real, what is false, what changes, what remains. This inquiry is sacred. It cuts through illusion. It reveals the impermanence of name and form, the passing nature of sensation, memory, thought, identity, and world. Through discernment, the mind comes to see that all appearances arise and subside in awareness. But the heart meets the same reality differently. The heart does not analyze the rose, the sky, the face of a child, the silence after prayer, or the stillness between two breaths. The heart recognizes. It reveals reality as intimacy. It senses that the world is not an object outside consciousness, but a living expression of consciousness. This recognition is beauty. Truth without beauty can become abstraction. Beauty without truth can become sentiment. But when truth and beauty are united, wisdom becomes love, and love becomes luminous intelligence. In Vedanta, reality is often described, as I said before, as Sat-Chit-Ananda, being, consciousness, bliss. Sat is the truth, that which is. Chit is the knowing of that which is. And Ananda is the fullness, delight, and beauty of that knowing. Reality does not merely exist, it knows itself. And in knowing itself, it delights in itself. This delight is not emotional excitement. It is not dependent on circumstance. It is the quiet joy of being, the inherent completeness of consciousness resting in itself. When the separate self relaxes, even for a moment, beauty is revealed everywhere. The ordinary becomes transparent to the infinite. A tree is no longer a tree. It is existence flowering as a tree. A human face is no longer merely a personality. It is awareness looking through the eyes of form. A sound is no longer merely vibration. It is silence becoming audible. Even grief when held in the spaciousness of awareness, reveals a strange and tender beauty because it too belongs to the wholeness of life. This is not romanticism, it is a deeper realism. The world as seen by the ego is fragmented. It is divided into useful and useless, attractive and unattractive, mine and not mine, sacred and profane. The ego measures beauty by preference. It measures truth by agreement, but reality is not dependent on preference, and truth does not require agreement. Reality simply is. When consciousness awakens from the contraction of separateness, beauty is no longer confined to what is pleasant. Beauty is discovered in the realness of things. The cracked wall, the aging hand, the winter branch, the tear on a cheek, the fading light at dusk. These are not imperfections in reality. They are reality appearing as texture, time, vulnerability, and depth. To know truth is to see through illusion. To feel beauty is to love what remains. The great mistake is to imagine that truth is cold and beauty is decorative. In truth, truth is the ground of all warmth, and beauty is not decoration, but revelation. Beauty is the way reality announces, I'm here. It is the shimmer of the infinite within the finite. When we are absent, the world becomes ordinary. When we are present, the ordinary becomes sacred. This is why spiritual awakening is not an escape from the world. It is a transfiguration of perception. Nothing may change outwardly, yet everything is seen anew. The same room, the same body, the same breath, the same morning light. But now there is intimacy. Now there is wonder. Now there is the sense that every appearance is a wave of one boundless ocean. Truth is the ocean. Beauty is the wave sparkling in sunlight. The intellect may arrive at non-duality through negation. Not this, not that. I'm not the body, not the mind, not the roles I play, not the story I repeat. This path is necessary because it frees us from false identification. But love arrives through affirmation. This too, this breath, this body, this world, this moment, this sorrow, this joy, all of it is the movement of one reality. The highest realization includes both. Neti neti, not this, not that, reveals the transcendence of reality. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma, all this is Brahman, reveals its immanence. Truth says, I'm beyond all forms. Beauty says, I'm shining as all forms. To live from this understanding is to walk gently. One no longer treats the world as dead matter, not the body as a machine, nor other beings as separate objects. Everything becomes worthy of reverence, not because thought imposes sacredness upon it, but because sacredness is its nature. Reality is known as truth, it is felt as beauty. And when the knower, the known, and the act of knowing dissolve into one indivisible presence, truth and beauty are no longer two separate things. There is only this, awareness, radiant and still, appearing as the universe, beholding itself in every form and whispering through every heart. What is real is beautiful, what is beautiful is real, and what you truly are is both. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma.